actually say.
Oh, what on earth?
You got something on there.
Oh,
we're on.
it's on. I didn't turn it on.
Well, I definitely did. You're darling, man. Sat there looking at your little book to see what you've got
Well, I
to
know
talk
I've got
about.
all sorts of stuff written
Oh,
down
yeah.
here. But, well, it's not raining. But
No.
It rained all night, and apparently this has been the wettest February for 256 years.
Really?
Somewhat ridiculous.
Wow. Wow. There you go.
And today is the tomorrow that I worried about yesterday.
Right.
What am I going to say?
Oh.
I have all sorts going through my head.
Oh, don't they?
Yeah. Retirement. Keep thinking about our life.
All right. All right. Go on then.
Well, let's go back to Saturday. When
Yeah.
our kid and Jane came across. Yeah, we had a nice time
We did.
with our kid and Jane, and
They brought Patch the dog.
yeah, and we couldn't allow him down here. We couldn't come down here. We had to stay up in the lounge because Patch, our kid's dog, is obsessed with Ernie.
They were looking for him all the time we were here.
Oh,
Trying to get to him, weren't they?
he was. But last time, he jumps up at the Bavarian and he scratched it all up front, the old one, and Tracy's bought this new Bavarian, so we didn't want him scratching this one as well, so we won't let him down. But and in the front room, Tracy's got one of these gas fires with a glass front, and the dog kept jumping up
looking at that, didn't they?
jumping up at the glass fronted gas fire, thinking, and it kept going upstairs and coming back down again, trying to find a way round, another way round to get to Ernie.
But then, that's what we thought. But then when Tracy came back, she said maybe it can hear the birds
In the chimney.
in the chimney because the nest on top at chimney, don't they?
Something like that. You can hear them.
You can hear them tweeting around. And maybe that's why we're running upstairs, thinking he could get to them up there.
I don't think so. I think you were looking for a way around
To Ernie.
Yeah.
So it's anybody's guess what they were doing there.
Aye.
He didn't tell us.
Yes. You see, you should have communicated with him.
I should have done a psychic thing.
Yeah. Should have, you know.
What you doing? He's 13 this year, is Patch. 13. He's done
Yeah.
well, hasn't he?
Going grey a bit, but
Oh yeah, a bit great.
he's still agile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he is. I mean, they take him on right long walks, don't they? 2-mile walks on the morning.
They do, yeah. But we made a terrible mistake.
Yeah. Oh, what a boo-boo.
What a bull. This one here, Leafy, our little granddaughter, who remains most of the time in obscurity. Never.
We didn't see her in the morning.
Tell them what happened.
we didn't see her in the morning, other than she was in her night clothes, and the next thing she'd disappeared. So we were all
Chatting away.
Stanley and Jane had arrived and we were chatting away. And Jane had a cup of tea, and then we got ready, put our boots on and that to go up to Weatherby Whaler. So...
Meanwhile, Tracy and Trudy had gone out.
Yeah, they're looking at cars for Trudy, because Trudy needs a new car.
Yeah.
So Alethea, we thought was up in a bedroom or down here. You came down here and had a look, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then you went upstairs and knocked on a bedroom door
I
and
went
looked in there, and she wasn't there. And he says, well, she's not having a shower because the towel's there. So we were trying to find her to say goodbye, you know, we're off.
I think I looked out and David's car wasn't there.
Right, so
And
did you think...
I wonder if she's gone
with David.
with David.
So, off we
Off we
go
toddle.
to Weatherby Whaler, has a lovely fish and chip lunch, and
Took dog for a walk around Pulsey Park.
yeah, and then we came back.
Yeah.
And Alethea's here, and she's all nicely dressed in one of the new jumpers from Christmas, and jeans that look very nice. And she came and sat in the room with us while we talked. And when
Tracy came back.
When Tracy came
When
back.
Tracy came back, and our kid had gone. Tracy came back while our kid and Jane were here, but and had a chat with them as well. And then Tracy, our kid and Jane left, and we came down here. And Tracy said, was Alethea expecting to go with you? And we looked at one another and, what?
She doesn't usually come
So I
out
went
with
up.
us.
I went up and asked her, and she was.
She'd got all
She
dressed.
got all
She'd had a
changed
shower,
to
got
come with us.
changed to come with us.
Oh,
And she were in upstairs toilet when we left, so she didn't hear us go. And she come down and she thought, well, where is everybody?
we'd all gone, and she thought that all of us had gone. Even she didn't know that Mum and Trudy were going off somewhere else. She thought they'd all gone with us, so she thought we'd all gone and left her.
Oh, how awful.
I know.
Oh.
I
So,
know. I think,
well, we tried to make it up a little bit by Trevor going up to Chinese and buying her a favourite Chinese meal.
yeah, take away.
Coming back and
Yeah,
she had that, didn't she?
yeah.
But, during the night we were awake. We couldn't
We were trying
bear
to-
ourselves. We
I
were.
know. We were trying to put all the pieces together. How could that have happened?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
dear.
know when we usually go out, Alethea always says, no, I don't want to. No, it's all right, you'll go. And I never thought that she'd want to come with us.
I know.
She
She don't usually, but I know she did. Do you like our kid? Is it?
You like Stanley?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I know when we went to, but that was your birthday
That was
last
my
September,
birthday.
and we went up to what they call it,
To,
Indian.
oh dear.
Can't
Yeah.
remember the name of it.
What's the name of it, Alethea? That Indian we went to? Not the East, the other one. La La Land.
Lala's. That's it. Yeah. Well, I mean, you came there because we all went, didn't we? We all went
Yeah.
together. Lot of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise, Relief here don't bother coming with us. So I suppose it didn't. I never even hit a thought.
No. Oh, but it did play on us, didn't it?
Dinner,
Oh, what?
awake at night.
Yeah. What people.
What are we like?
So that were our
That
disaster.
were a bit of a disaster, wasn't it?
Mm,
But
yeah.
I don't know, it just, it was making me think a lot about as age and and this trip that we've organised, because we really do need to do it before we seize up. And I do think it keeps you alive, these doing things. Yeah.
When your mum and dad were alive, and he had to retire, didn't he, your dad? And they used to, Henry used to get annoyed when he retired, because she had certain days and certain things that she did on these days.
My mum had retired before my dad, so she had a routine, didn't she?
She had a routine, and she'd get up and do her jobs, as she called them. And when he retired,
when my dad retired,
he crept into her jobs, as she called them. So when she got up, he'd have half of them done, wouldn't he?
All the things that kept her occupied until maybe lunchtime, because my dad were at it, well, done by 10 o'clock.
Yeah. She was just
and that annoyed her.
Yeah. Taking my job, she said.
Hey, you're taking over my jobs.
Oh dear.
But they used to go out on an afternoon
they used
somewhere,
to go out.
Car, didn't they?
Yeah, they'd go for a drive, wouldn't they? And maybe have a coffee out or something. Yeah.
But my mum wasn't one for going off anywhere. She didn't.
She hated going on holiday.
She hated going on holiday. She couldn't stand the thought of sleeping somewhere else and all that. And of course, when my dad died, she always used to say to us, you know, I feel really bad that your dad wanted to go off here and there, and I won't go, and we never did it.
Although they did have some holidays, but they were
always a disaster. They were always a disaster when they did go.
Yeah, I remember him going. They went somewhere, and when they got into the room and he sat on bed, he said, "This don't feel right." And when he looked under covers that were covering the bottom of bed, it were packed up on a milk crate or something, a wooden box. Yeah. He said, "I'm not having that."
They complained about it.
Oh, so they put them in another room, didn't they?
And also they went by train.
Oh,
They'd never done that before. And apparently a train had been cancelled, a previous train had been cancelled. So when the train that they were all getting on arrived, there was a double amount of people to get on it. And my mum says it, well, like when you see on television in India when they're all hanging out windows and on roof. They were all crammed in like sardines.
They were given seat numbers, but somebody was sat in his seat.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't go down well, did it?
No. All in all, it was a total disaster.
Yeah. And that time they went over to
Jersey. It rained
every day.
Yeah.
And I can just imagine your mum with plastic rain hood on rain plastic.
They said, well, we've got to go out, and they went out. They got absolutely wet through, and they come back and put telly on, and they were England were playing at Headingley cricket, and it was blazing sunshine at Headingley. I said, look at that. And they packed up and left it.
Yeah, they come home. He says, I'm not staying here in it rain when it's blazing sunshine at home.
Yeah. That was so funny.
They were funny, weren't they?
Yeah, they used to have me in stitches telling
Tales about what's happened to
these
them.
holidays they went on.
Yeah.
They went to blooming Austria on a package tour,
Yeah.
on a coach, and they were having them up at 5 o'clock in the morning
To go on a
to
trip.
go on these long trips to places like Venice and
Yeah, they'd make them sandwiches up and
for lunch.
and what have you.
Lunch
And your dad said
boxes.
it was same bloody sandwiches
Every trip, same sandwiches. And so people were fed up. And while they were walking around Austria, they kept seeing these boxes that the coach trip provided with them in hot rubbish bins around Austria where people had just dumped them.
Because they were sick of them.
They were just fed up with them.
And they were really disappointed with Venice.
They said it were mucky. Said it were mucky or...
Yeah, lots of rubbish about, they said.
I don't know.
So I don't know whether that was true. But, well, they won't say it if it wasn't true, but maybe they were.
I mean, he was going back a long time.
A long time ago, yeah.
But
Oh dear. Yeah, well that the one that your mum had booked it because she said she wanted your dad to enjoy it better than driving all the time.
Yeah.
They just used to go off with car, didn't they? And
oh yeah, they always went in car. And I suppose as my dad were getting older and
they started doing coach trips and
yeah,
train journeys.
yeah.
It was a train journey that your mum had organised.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I don't think she'd organised it completely. She wouldn't have done that. Once she suggested it. Oh. Yeah.
Well, I've just with this trip we're going on, you know, we are packing light, you know. We're not. We're only taking walk-on luggage with us. Because it'll be done on a budget.
Because he didn't put down to take a case or all. It would just carry on luggage, didn't you?
Yeah.
I haven't seen you wear this for a long time, darling.
No, I know, I haven't had it on for ages.
No.
Yeah. Well, I'll have a change.
Little shirt, isn't it? Short sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
You'd have it on.
Aye.
I've got my usual on.
Oh, well.
Oh, you were saying about we'll be travelling light.
Yeah. And I think I've already told you, haven't I, about... I've paid travel insurance as well for us both. It were 82 quid, which I didn't think were too bad, actually.
Yeah.
I've only booked the first night. I haven't booked. I've earmarked the hotels where we're going to stay, but I haven't booked them.
You've only booked the first one.
I've only booked the first one. So there you are.
And I don't think it's bed and breakfast, is it, Mum?
No.
Just
No, I think they are. I think they're at that price. They're around 60 or 70 quid a night. I think at that price you don't get breakfast.
Right.
But usually, when you stay in a hotel and you get breakfast, you have to get up early, aren't you? To get washed and shaved and down for breakfast before they finish. And I thought, well, if we don't have breakfast, we don't have to be getting up at crack of dawn. We don't have to get up early. We just get up as usual. Because we find that when we've stayed in hotels a long time ago, you're on streets at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and a long day. If you're just walking about, you're exhausted by dinner time.
Yeah.
Walking about.
And you can't.
There's nowhere to go. You can't go back to a hotel or whatever, wherever you're staying, until sort of after 3 o'clock. So we're better off sort of get up when we feel like it and
Find
sod
somewhere
off
for
and
breakfast.
drive somewhere, have breakfast en route to where we're going next. And then we're not walking about for hours on end.
Mind you, hotels are not like they used to be. They have places where you can sit and
I suppose in old days they used to kick you out and you weren't allowed back in until a certain time, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't suppose they are like that now.
No, I don't think so. I mean, they have areas for you to sit.
For you to sit and have a drink. And,
yeah.
Yeah, they do, yeah. Yeah.
And sit and read. And...
Ah, right.
So, that's our little
that's
chat.
our little chat for this morning. Yeah, we didn't do one yesterday.
No, we were too upset about what we'd done to Alethea.
It's okay.
I know it's okay for you now, but it really gave us a kick up the butt.
Yeah, it really did hurt. I was hurt about that. I didn't like that.
No. No, that one. That one. That was terrible.
Yeah. There you go.
There we go, that's it.
All being well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, folks.
Bye.
Bye everybody.